Oh, hi. Hi. Look, I know you're keen for more videos, but I've just got to finish this. All right, okay, it's okay. Look, I'll go and do the video now. I'll come back and finish the watering, okay? Okay, I'll go now. Thanks for having me back. I know it probably seems like it's been a while, and it might seem like I've been doing another video off. Not really. It's just I've been doing a lot of other things with my time. The trip that we went on was fantastic. My wife and my parents and my sister and her partner just had our sort of late Christmas because I was working over Christmas. I've got a couple of photos of the right. This is one of Catherine, my wife, just before we were going to play a game of crokinole on the balcony where we were staying, rather unfortunately named place of Coffin Bay down on the coast on the Southern Eyre Peninsula in South Australia. As we were doing the dishes earlier on that day, looking at the back, and we got some pretty good snaps of some emus that were walking past. Just the back of where we were staying connects onto the bush, and there was a family, a large male and a few young ones walking around with him, so that was good. Just saw some wildlife coming right up to the house. If you were a bit eagle-eyed in that first photo, you might have seen that we were playing a few other games as well. One of them, which I bought while we were away, is actually this game here, Betrayal at House on the Hill. I'm actually considering trying this game out in a future video series. It's a lot of fun, it really is. Interesting way to play it. It's a cooperative game, and then the dynamic changes quite a lot towards the end, where one of the players actually becomes a traitor and tries to hunt down and do various things to the opponents. It's quite an interesting dynamic the way the game plays out. I'm hoping not to turn it into a habit, but I'm going to have to actually rewind time a little bit and change one of the last moves in the video. It's not anything massively game changing. Lothario is actually going to have stayed in the hallway instead of moving into the room with Elroyce, and she's going to disarm the rockfall trap in the hallway so that they can actually continue moving in this turn rather than have Elroyce waste most of his movement in this turn, only being able to go as far as the trap. So we'll change that and we'll get straight back into the video. Now, it's a really hot day here today, so my sinister old man dressing gown robes are probably going to be a bit much. I've asked my wife to help me out, so we'll see. I've got some stand-in witches robes, I suppose you could say, for this video. So let's get back to it. So welcome back again to Mellar's Maze. I've, as you can see, changed the movement of Lothario from the last turn. So Lothario is still standing here and has already removed the trap that was in this corridor. So the first person's turn, which we'll move on with now, is Elroyce. Elroyce is going to have a crack at searching for treasure in the room that he is now standing in. So we'll grab the treasure deck and we'll shuffle it. And we will draw the top card. And it is a potion of resilience. Amidst a collection of old bottles and earthen jugs, you find a small clear vial, a potion of resilience. It may be taken at any time. You may then roll 2 extra combat dice in defense when you next defend. The card is then discarded. So Elroyce now has this item in his possession. He can use it whenever he wants to use it. So considering there's no monsters nearby at this point, I guess probably hold on to it for now. Now he's going to move further down the corridor towards the door in the east. And that's his search action and his movement action done for this round. So now we'll move on to Lothario. Again, remember that Lothario still has rock skin cast upon her. Again, probably not going to come into play this turn. The only thing that she can really do in this situation is move down behind Elroyce. So she's going to do that now. And our 2 valiant adventurers are ready to see what's on the other side of this door on their next turn. Okay, now we'll move on to Wilhelm. Now, as you remember last turn, they were left with a choice, the barbarian and the wizard at the end of the turn, and rather bravely they've decided that they're going to split up. So Wilhelm's going to have the first go, and he's going to move to the door in the west. He's going to open the door and see what's on the other side of it. If there's any monsters in there, he's going to attempt to kill them. If not, he's going to move in and search for treasure. Moving down and opening the door, Wilhelm is horrified to see the horrifying visage of a stone gargoyle. Now, he sees it, but it doesn't move. In fact, it's not actually alive, it's a statue, and it is completely motionless in every way. From his vantage point, he sees that it's just a pile of stone. And so with his one move left, having not found any monsters, he moves one further step into the room, and then he's going to search for treasure. So we'll shuffle the treasure deck. And we will draw again the top card. Wouldn't read about it, but it is more gold. You find a loose stone behind which is hidden a small leather pouch wrapped in an old rag. You look inside the pouch and find 50 gold coins. Record the money on the back of your character sheet. And so with Wilhelm's stash growing moment by moment, that'll be the end of his turn, and we'll move on with Barabel. Barabel, the bloodthirsty wizard, always starving for a fight, he's going to move to the other door, open the door, and if there's anything behind the door, he's going to cast Ball of Fire upon it. So we'll see, hopefully we'll get to see some spell casting in action, and he'll move down and open the door now. And through the door, he sees a shambling zombie. Its skin peeling from its bones. It's holding a large cleaver, and it looks towards him with dead eyes as he opens the door. He lowers his hands and starts chanting, and begins to cast the spell Ball of Fire. Looks like I'm correcting myself into a bit of a habit. The spell is actually called Ball of Flame. This spell may be cast at any one monster or player. It will inflict 2 points of body damage. The victim may roll 2 dice. For each shield he rolls, he may reduce the damage by 1. The spell is then discarded. So the zombie is going to try and defend itself. We'll roll 2 dice and see if it can defend the 2 hits that it's got on it. And no, the spell has taken full effect. The zombie collapses in a ball of ash and is destroyed. And as wisps of zombie ash fall to the ground, that ends the player's turns. Now it's my turn as the evil wizard. I don't actually have any monsters in play again, so again I'm not going to be able to do anything. And so that wraps up turn 4. We'll see you all again hopefully for turn 5. My name's Tinny, and thank you very much again for watching Tortuga.